You got it. What's up, guys? Fedor Gorst in some action here with Derek Mcblane. Derek's actually from my area in Pennsylvania. Plays out of Markley Billiards. Nice young man. Of course, we know who the Ghost is. This is the Banks, round 5. So, of course, we're jumping back and forth all day between Banks and One Pocket. Fedor played his One Pocket match earlier today for the 12 minutes that he played it. So he plays tomorrow. And then, of course, now he's on the Banks. And he also played his Bigfoot today earlier, defeating Marco Tusher. If you're from Pennsylvania area like I am, you know that Markley Billiards owned by Brett Ross. Good guy down in that area. Brett's actually here too, playing an event. He's a good player around, I think it's a 650, 660. Derek been playing a lot there too. I've seen some social media stuff about playing over Markley's. So shout out to the hometown boys. But he's got a big matchup here though. Number 1 player in the world, the Ghost, Fedor Gorst. All right, Fedor's got 2. So let me run through the rules really quick here. You break, you make a ball in a break. You continue shooting if you don't make a ball in a break in spots. And you have to call your pocket. No kisses allowed. You have to call the rails. So if you say 3 rails, you have to go 3 rails, whatever. Any ball that's not made legally spots. So some of you know me, some of you don't. Frank Maialetti, Billiard Sports Network. Looking cue ball from the pool hall. And I do most of Fedor's matches. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let's get going here. We got 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2-0 right now. Fedor on the ball count. Derek's going to play it back. Top right. A little bit of high English. All right, misses that one. We got a question here. If you make 5 on the break and run 4 bank from there, what happens? Do you spot 5 and break and keep going? That's actually a really good question. I would think the logic there would be that you would have to spot all the balls. I don't think you can spot just one. That's actually a really good question. I'll try to get a ruling on that because I want to know that now too. Fedor's going to long bank the 1. Going to curl a little bit, catches the point, stays up. Got my man Ike out there. Ike's chat Fargo is like 850 easily. Remember, balls have to be banked clean, too. If they're not banked clean, it doesn't count. They just spot up. Now I definitely have some Pennsylvanians here watching. Tell me where you're from, who you're rooting for, and give me a score. Let me see what you got. And Fedor's going to inside English this ball. He's going to hit it slow. Again, he's got 3 now. He needs 2 more. Remember, it's a race to 5. Whoever pockets 5 balls legally first. A little bit of music on for this. We got old guys in the background talking. All right, that's 4 for the Ghost. He needs 1 more. All right, we got Houston, Texas, North Carolina, South Jersey. There's Max Gordon, my man. Shout out to Max, too. Local guy just like me, trying to make it big. Living Ball. Sorry. Living Good Ball Club. Max makes some really cool shirts. Actually being sold right now at Fedor's booth. Oh, does not make it. Snickers is asking where it's going to be next year. Where's what going to be next year? The Derby? Derby's always going to be here, buddy. They're not moving it out of here. All right, Derek's going to cross over. Oh, he's going to scratch there on that one. That's going to give him -1 on the score. So he's going to have to make 6 now. -1 on the score. When is Filler playing? Anyone streaming? So I'm actually doing a bunch of Josh's matches. I've been doing all of his streaming for them on Killer Fillers. I think he's still playing. Let me check. Yeah, Josh is actually still playing his Bigfoot match against Gershon. Let's see. Looks like Josh is on the hill, 9-8. All right, Fedor wins this rack. That's going to make it 1-0. Guys, check out the new tips from FedorGorst.com also. Actually, you know what? Check out the shaft first. FG57 playing shaft. You can get it on FedorGorst.com. Let's update these scores here real quick. No, go into rack number 2. Fedor in the lead, 1-0. Yeah, Fedor Gorst tomorrow. I think I might put the stream on auto for that one, and or let one of my associates remote in so I could sit ringside for that. My favorite match I ever called, actually. We were just asking, somebody was asking me that earlier. My favorite match so far that I've ever called was Fedor last year in the one pocket. That was God, it was such a good match. So yeah, you're not going to find a live stream for the 10 foot. The 10 foot is I'd say X-Pool exclusive. You have to go to X-Pool and purchase the pay-per-view for that one. I'll make you play like Fedor. Good luck. If that's the case, I'd have bought it already. Well, I have one, but I would have bought it for that reason. If you guys want to watch that 10 foot match tomorrow, go to xpool.live. You can purchase just the Bigfoot. You can purchase the digital pool package, which is just all the side tables. Or you can purchase both, where you get every single table. Or if you just want to come here for Fedor's matches and then come to BSN for side table coverage, you can do that also. Derek was -1 last rack. This is a brand new rack. Excuse me, a lot of balls by this side pocket. It's definitely taken away the bank for Derek. The easiest way to kind of stop a player from running out banking is just put balls close to the pocket. Let's see if they're going to update their score here. Oh, K-Ton, no disrespect to Dr. Dave. Dr. Dave's a legend. But it's just like in baseball when you have a hitting coach that can, coach a guy to hit, to be a 320 hitter, but himself was maybe like a 230 hitter in baseball. Knowing the mechanics, knowing how to make it, and actually being able to execute it all the time is two different things. Wow. Did I just hear that right? Gerson just beat Filler. He was down 9-8 and came back and won the match. Wow. Guys, there's a delay on the score. You got to give it a second update. Promise you it'll get updated. That sets up a Gerson Fedor match, all classics match tomorrow. All right, that's one for Fedor. And Fedor getting it twist a little bit. That's going to be two for Fedor. anybody? Is this Derek's? The hometown guys. Is this Derek's first time here to Derby? I talked to him and Brett yesterday for like 10 seconds. I didn't really get a chance to get anything in depth on it. All right, that's 3 now for Fedor. Fedor's going to go to the top with this one. He's going to hit it low right. Could play it soft, or he might actually juice it and come 3 rails with the cue. And he does hit it soft. Just lets it roll. All right, Derek has a few shots to shoot out here. Might be trying to cross bank the 9. That looks like the 9, but it's going to be tough. Going to be a good Bigfoot match tonight. Roland Garcia versus Levan Corteza. Papa Roland is my guy. He's never booked me a loss every time I've ever bet on him. Always won. Fedor's going to bank the 3. Kicks do not count. They cannot kick a ball. Ball has to be struck first. Fedor slow rolls a 3 and shortens up, hits the point. Yeah, Pia got off to a bad start last night in that match. Billy was just, he was on fire. I'm confused. It's Bang Pool. I'm not sure where it says it in the description there. All right, Derek gets 1 back. Everybody waits till I go live, and then they... All right, Derek gets them both back. Now remember that they're going to spot. We'll wait till after his turn at the table before we adjust the score. All right, that brings Derek back to 0. Federer crosses that one over. That's going to give him 4. He needs one more. All right, Federer gets out from here, and it's going to be 2 for Federer. And erase the 3. All right, going into rack number 3. Federer's up 2-0. You know, Ike, he did it. He's done it twice already, Ike. Federer, 2 racks in a row yesterday, or 2 matches in a row yesterday. Broke and ran out in the Banks competition, so it is not unheard of, especially when he cracks 2 or 3 in. It opens the table up a little bit too. Shaitan's asking Federer or Copenhagen. Oh, I'm always going to ride with my guy here, so I'm Federer all day. But I was picking a fantasy team and I didn't get Federer number 1 pick. I'll be okay with Co as number 2. Only 6 to choose from. Nice shot by Derek. Guys, I'm going to make a microphone adjustment here. Give me 1 second. How's the mic sound here? Is it a little low, or is it better right here? Might be on my end. I felt like I was getting a hiss. All right. Derek's got 1. Cool. Thanks, Justin. Federer's just going to open the balls up a little bit. JB Sokol's not. I don't know if I can believe that one. Derek just waiting for the opponent on the other table to finish up so he can go to his shot. taking I guess, a little break here for those other players to shoot. They're kind of taking a look at it. Well, sorry, we were taking a break for the other players to shoot. Now Derek's taking a look at it, so he wants to shoot. I think it's Derek. It's so dark, can't even tell. It's Derek, okay. I mean, there's a lot of cluster here. Oh, Fedor plays 9 up to the top, holds, doesn't pocket the ball. There, Wayne is up to the table again. I mean, if you were inside this war room right now that I'm in, there are so many cords and power strips and everything in here. Crazy. Derek pockets the 9. That shot there actually does give Fedor an opportunity to play it back to his pocket if he wanted to. He's got the 2 balls there to the right. Just going to move some shots around. It was yesterday, Ike. Today it's a little cooler. I think I actually asked them to turn the heat down a little bit because I was roasting in here. Today it's much more manageable. No good on the 3. Derek's got the 6 straight back. Oh, we should be at 67 degrees. Nice stroke. This is where it gets a little tough. More people to more body heat. Sounds about right. Yeah, now 2 for Derek. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, 2 for Derek. Them Patriots. Wow. Might have a Pats Seahawks rematch. Nobody on the original team. I'm not on. Write that again, Turner. Well, Fedor. Yeah, he's played it already. Played earlier today. All right, one ball for Fedor. Back to the top left. All right, clean shot. Fedor's on the board. 2-1 on the score. Let's see what Derek's got here. He needs 3 more to try to get himself on the board here. I know Derek's younger. Anybody know his age? All right, he's got 3 now. Got to be tough coming into an event like this. You know, trying to find out if it's his first derby or not. I'm not sure. Coming in, having to draw Fedor. He's about 30. Yeah, I'm not. He looked young. He looked younger than that to me, but I'm not sure. I'll check with him after the match. Fedor's just going to pocket that ball, block a few shots, spot it up. Very methodical here, Derek. Taking his time. He's being down 2-0. Knows he has to. Every shot has to be calculated. bracket anywhere. Yep, digitalpool.com. But give me a second here. I'll shoot it out for you. Yeah, it's not. There's not really a bracket. It's more of a draw. All right, Fedor's going to come across the face of this ball, play it to the top right. Just misses out of the pocket. Q's going to come all the way back up table. Derek could cross this over to the bottom corner. Got to be careful with the ball towards the bottom. Not going for that. He's going to go for the high ball instead. Lays it thin. Q's going to get away from him a little bit. That might leave Fedor a shot on it. And the ball doesn't twist enough off the rail. It's going to come back and stay. It does leave him to top right here for Derek. He's going for it right away. Yeah, Sam Fedor's got two. There's like a little bit of a delay between the score, with the ball's pocketing, and then the score updating. Let me refresh the scoreboard here. It might change the score. There we go. Yeah, it updated now. Derek can definitely win this rack, yeah. All right, Fedor's going to bank this to the bottom right. Why the video quality so bad? Because you haven't sent us those new cameras you've been promising us. As soon as they come in the mail, we'll definitely get you better quality. Oh, that was a good try. Potential three-railer here for Derek. He's going to one rail the 5. He's going to cross over it. Nice shot by Derek. I'll give him 4. He's got a chance here to take this rack. For the rack win. Doesn't turn. All right, Fedor will play the 6 at the top right now. A little bit of inside English. Will come across the face of the 6. He needs it to turn when it hits the rail. Nice stroke by Fedor. That'll make it 3. Still needs 2 more. Might play this to the top right, but he's got a stretch on it. He's going for the side pocket instead. No, top pocket. A bad miss. It leaves them both in pockets. Derek needs 1. Fedor needs 2. Derek could come off the right rail soft. Playing the 7 into the rail. He doesn't want to leave the angle, though. He wants to be able to be parallel with the ball after contact. All right, he's taking his time here. Is the edge of the 7. That's a good shot. Doesn't leave Fedor anything. Well, actually, Fedor, it's a crazy shot, but he actually does have a 1, 2, he does have a 3 railer back where he's at. I've seen him make it before, but he's just going to play the soft stroke here. If he had a little bit more room, I'd see him actually try the shot. He take an outside shot. He hits the rail further out, so it's left rail, right rail, back over to the left, and back over to the corner. It's moot at this point. He just pushed the ball forward. I'll let Derek handle it from here. If you can, guys, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. Hit the like buttons for us. You know, sometimes it gets monotonous hearing everybody say it, but it helps. Definitely helps the YouTube analytics. Helps. That's a good shot by Derek. Puts him over top of the ball. Helps the YouTube analytics. Also helps gets the monetization going. Fedor's going to pocket both. Pocket the second one. There is no combinations here in bank pool, so Derek wouldn't be able to play the bank shot by banking the ball up to the top corner. If you know one pocket, you know what I'm talking about. just has to skim this. Skim it and come back up table. All things considered, that's not a bad shot. I always thought one pocket and straight pull was meant to be played on 5-inch broad. Wow. You play on 5-inch pockets, we all look like Fedor. All right. Fedor banks the 5, doesn't make it. I think Derek's going to go after the ball towards the bottom of the rail. Derek makes a good shot. He's got a strut to him. I like it. Go ahead, kid. All right, that's going to give Derek 1 on the score. Young man from the Philly area representing. All right, we got 2-1. Fedor Gorst currently over Derek Mcblane.
It all started at Derby. We brought a few products and had no idea what to expect. Then came Super Billiards Expo, and the support was unreal. Now, seeing the way players and fans have responded, we're constantly coming out with new product, and we know this is just the beginning. Thanks for the support. We are just getting started.
Nick Papa George, as long as you bet high, I'll take the 7. And Rebecca, I told him that if he beats everybody too quickly, he can't get no money off of Facebook because we have to shut it down. Oh, there is 10 ball at the Derby. Nathaniel, it's the Bigfoot. Let's see what Derek can do with it here. Derek puts the 3 in. Gives him 1 on the score. What's up, Arthur? How's it going, bud? Got a spot 2, I think. It's not cold in the room that I'm in, Nick, but when everybody starts to get when the matches start to get rolling, it gets a little warm in the arena. Nathaniel, straight pool's in. That's why straight pool's in the international instead of having it here at the Derby. Couldn't agree with that anymore. Best part of it. All the actions here. All right, 2 railer by Derek here into the side pocket. If you've been watching Derek on social media, he's actually been putting a lot of bank shots up on his social media within the last week. Ooh, good try. Better taking a second to look at some of these shots. Yeah, that was a big matchup, Nathaniel. Big matchup. Better tried for that one. Let's see what Derek's got. Can he play the 9 back up to where he's at? Play the 6. I'm sorry, not Derek. Fedor. And can he play the 6? It's going to be thin. It's the 2. He's just playing in the tournaments. He hasn't gone into the action room. He's not going to get any good action. He's going to have to give up a ton of weight. It's not worth it. A couple years ago, definitely. Now he'd want the last 3, the breaks. He'd have to do a dance before he shoots. I'm sure Dominic Dunn, he just gives out some crazy matches. But good shot by Derek. That's going to give him 2 balls. 3 balls for Derek now. Look at him firing. Kid's hyped up. I like it. Yeah, I mean, they definitely could find backers. They can probably back it themselves. I don't think they're really interested in doing it right now, at least. I could be wrong. Derek with 4. Look at the kid trying to tie it up. Like it. This one's a lot to shoot at here. Get away, Derek. I'm trying to see. This is where it could get a little dangerous for Derek, to be honest with you. Because if there starts to become distance or maneuverability for Fedor to start maneuvering the cue ball, he could have a chance to do something. This is where every time Derek gets to the table, he has to execute. And he's doing it right now. I mean, he's putting Fedor on a spot where Fedor has to get out. Fedor does not get on the board with that. Derek does have the crossover. Derek trying to get tied up here with Fedor. Almost, almost. So close. Already called the right side pocket, going to cross over. He hits that ball so well. All right, it's going to put Fedor on the board with 1. Straight back. Oh, it rattled up again. All right, Derek needs one. Federer needs the table. Smart move here for Derek is to slow play it. Not the shot, but slow play the ball rolling in. But if it doesn't go in, it just stays near the pocket. And effectively make it so Federer couldn't run out. That'll work for him. You might see Federer dip this ball now too and just dip it to a pocket. One rail back down to the left, two rails to the right side. He's got a couple options. There's the one rail down. Sort of a safety shot. If he makes it, great. If he misses it, no big deal. Derek tried for it. He tried for it. I like it. He's going to leave Federer the three railer in the side pocket if he wants it. $1,246 watching right now. You favorite guys, hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me. Also, check out FedorGorst.com. Finds awesome stuff there. Three rails around the table, makes it in the side pocket. That'll be two for Federer. Going to make the outside ball. He's going to hit the inside ball and just tap it. And here's where I don't know. I know Derek is a shot maker. He can make balls very well. Here's where I don't know the rest of his game on whether or not he knows the moves here or not to play. So we're going to learn this together here. Yeah, the three rail. The three rail on the side is always so clean when the players hit it good. Shane hit one the other night and swore he knew it when he hit it. He just like stood up and walked back and started to chalk his cue. It was kind of funny. All right, Federer, it's a good shot there. He makes that ball. Going to have to spot it. But Derek's going to be shooting over top of the ball, so it's going to be very hard for him to bank this ball in pocket. It's not impossible, but it just requires a lot of skill. Kind of questioning what he's doing here with this. Okay. Federer's going to jack up a little bit on it. Plays it to the side. Oh, it hits the point. Now does Derek go for it here? I'd say it has to be a yes. He's got to fire at the one. Again, Federer can't get out. At least from this position. Incredibly tough for him to get out with that ball sitting on the bottom right corner. Derek basically gets free shots at him if he wants to take them. He's got to be careful. The cue ball gets wild and he scratches. It becomes a different game. All right. I think this match length right now, 1 hour and 11 minutes, is combined all 4 of the other rounds that Federer's played in. That was a sweet shot. All right, we got 3 for Federer, 4 for Derek Mcblane. And here's Derek coming up to the table. Four railer he's got. Oh, he won for it. Good try. Is there a way that Federer can make both of these balls? He tried it. Even if Federer scratches there, it actually doesn't really hurt him. that ball's going to spot. Federer's going to shoot the one in. They're going to spot that one also. Federer tried to play him in and hook him on the point. All right, here's where it's going to get interesting. Federer needs 2. Derek needs 1. He's looking at it. He doesn't know which one to shoot. He has to make them both. He just has to go out from here. All right, he makes that one. We're tied up 4-4 on the score. Been a very entertaining match between these two. I can definitely tell you that, Derek. Holding his own. You definitely get my respect. Better does not drop. Derek's got a chance here. Take it to that hill-hill match. Looking at the 4-railer. Rashby, I was actually thinking the 5-railer too. I didn't want to say it. Does it go? Little short. Federer's got an opportunity here, cross side for the win. Federer for the win. Defeats Derek Mcblane. Derek, hold your head up high, man. You played a good match. Played a strong match, man. Shout out to the young man from my area. All right, Federer's going to move on to the next round. As we'll be back soon, I'm going to go grab some dinner and then hop over on BSN later on. Federer plays tonight. We'll be back live. If not, you can